Right. You can use this part 2 of this page in your activity book to help you with those worksheets, the picnic worksheets. It shows you how to do the writing. There's some bread. Uncountable. There are some tomatoes with the ES at the end. Countable. There are some strawberries. IES. Countable. There's some cheese. Uncountable. And then we have there aren't any apples. Countable. So we have S on the apples. There isn't any chocolate. Uncountable. So be careful, students. If you are doing the picnic worksheet, be careful with your writing. I try my best to mark your writing, online, but it's difficult. It's very difficult. And especially when everything is wrong. Sometimes everything is wrong in the writing. I can't mark that. You just have to try and do it again. Erase and do it again. All right? Okay, so just be careful about that. Do we understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Because just about everyone that sent everyone who has sent a worksheet, there's something wrong. Maybe just little mistakes or sometimes more, but there's always something. So be careful. But very good, the students who are sending things, because there's some students here that don't send any homework, they don't send anything, and that is makes difficult for me, the teacher, because I have to mark you, give you points. Now I can mark you for listening and speaking just from the Zoom classes. But how can I mark your writing? How can I give you points for writing or points for your students' work if you don't send me anything? If you don't send me anything. You know, some students, I never see anything. Jar Jar, Bill, Ale, Sprite. Buy phone number 30, Kamsai. Buy phone 38. I don't see any of your writing, any of your worksheets. So if you don't send me anything, you just don't get any points. It's quite simple. Send something. Send something. Right. Everyone turn to this page in your activity book where you see this at the top. What page number is this, Mina?
Page number 75.
Yes, it is. Page 75. Everyone turn to page 75 in your activity book where you see this picture here. And it says here, writing tip. Lesson 7. Okay, writing tip, that's to give us ideas about writing, how to write correct or better. And we're talking about speech, how to write speech. Speech means when somebody is speaking. How do we write that somebody is speaking? Well, there's two ways here. First one is if you have a picture of the person who is speaking, then we have this bubble coming from the picture. Okay, so the bubble shows what the man in this picture is saying. That's called a speech bubble. So when you see that, you see this in cartoons, comics, yeah, things where there are pictures that's telling a story. So here the farmer says, "The Benson family picked the olives for me. It isn't an easy job." That is what he is saying. It's not what the book is saying or what I am saying. It's what he is saying. Speech bubble. Now, if we have a story without pictures to show what somebody is saying, we have these, looks like two apostrophes. They are called speech marks. Speech marks. So when the person starts to speak, we have speech marks. And when he stops speaking, we have speech marks. If he starts, speech marks, stop, speech marks. So, the Benson family picked the olives for me. He said, that's what the farmer said, "It isn't an easy job." Right. Color pencil. Please use a color pencil. Any color you like. Any color you like. If you have a color pencil. And exercise 1, circle the speech marks. So circle these speech marks with a color pencil. Okay?
Okay.
And then the sentences 1 and 2. Yeah, you can see in my camera. Sentences 1 and 2. You are to circle the speech marks with a color pencil. Do that now, please. Do that now. And you should be able to do that without having to copy from what I have on the screen. Something like this. Now, reading speech is change the voice a little bit. Change the voice a little bit. So try to make it sound natural. If I speak the speech bubble, I try to sound like he is speaking. The Benson family picked the olives for me. It isn't an easy job. Try to make it sound natural. But where I go to, I have text and speech, then I change a little bit. Listen, I say, "The Benson family picked the olives for me," he said. "It isn't an easy job." Okay, so I change the tone of my voice, the sound of my voice a little bit from farmer speaking and me speaking. Okay. So if I was to read number 1, I would say, oh, what's happened there? I see I've moved the picture. Ah, that's better. So I say, Kerry said Mike was very excited because he's bored of beach holidays. Number 2, we saw some interesting places, said Emily, but the best part of the holiday was being on the farm. Okay. So, who's reading? Number. Right, let's have you do a bit of reading, yeah? Right, who's reading the speech bubble at the top? Somebody read for me. Somebody read the speech bubble. Come on, Mina, please.
The Benson family picking the olive for me. It isn't an easy job.
Not picking, picked. Picked, good. And we don't usually say Benson, we say Benson. Benson, the O doesn't really have a sound. Benson. The Benson family picked the olives for me. It isn't an easy job. Okay. Who can read this one with the speech marks? Come on, somebody try to read. Oh, is it going to be one of those days again when nobody's answering? By phone 2, there's a problem with your microphone. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. It just makes a noise. Anyone else? The Benson family picked the olives for me, he said. It isn't an easy job. Who can read? Mina, read.
The Benson family picked the olive for me. He said it isn't an easy job.
Okay, that wasn't bad. Try to try to read a little bit faster, and then you can slow down when we go out of speech, and faster when you go back into the speech. Good. Right. Who can read number 1? Can somebody read number 1? Kerry said. Kerry said Mike was very excited because he's bored of beach holidays. Can somebody read that? No. Number 2. We saw some interesting places, said Emily, but the best part of the holiday was being on the farm. Who can read? Come on, Byphone 2, you try. Try again. Try number 1. No, I can't hear you. Sorry, Byphone 2. I know you're trying. I know you're trying. I can see you are trying, but your microphone. There's something wrong with the microphone. Something about the settings or something. I don't know. Never mind. I could see you're trying to read, but I can't hear you. Can you hear? Mina? Mina, can you hear Byphone 2?
Not.
No. There's a problem with the sound. I can hear Byphone. I can hear Mina very clear, but I cannot hear Byphone 2, so it's a problem with your microphone, I think. Okay. Come back, Mina. Where are you going? Right. So here we have speech marks, speech bubbles. You see, I draw a line from this one to this picture because the pictures are in the wrong order. This picture should be here and this picture should be here. So that's why I draw the lines. Okay. It was a great holiday, said Mr. Benson. And in here you can see in the speech bubble, it was a great holiday. So the speech you write into the speech bubbles. Speech into the speech bubble. Speech into the speech bubble. Do that now. Go. Go, 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 go. Come on. Is everybody finished? I can see you. I see. I can see who is trying, who is not. Ho, ho, ho. Right. Dip, 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 dip. Right. Oh. Right. What do you have in number 2? Can somebody say? Speech bubble number 2. What is it? Come on, Mina. It seems you're the only one that's speaking today.
It was very hot in Spain. We
Yeah.
had ice cream every day.
Good. Right. So when you write, make sure you start at the left of the line with a capital letter, small gaps in the words, all the same size, all the letters the same size. Capital S for Spain. It's the name of a country. And don't forget the full stop is Ditgun. No gap. No gap. And then you can go to the next line. For the next one, we had ice cream every day. All right. Okay, can somebody we'll try. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll try. Can somebody read speech bubble 3? No, Biphone 2 cannot because of the microphone. Anyone else?
You.
Yes, Gil.
The country and the swimming pool were fantastic.
The cottage and the swimming pool were fantastic. Good. The cottage and the swimming pool were fantastic. This word that ends with age, we sound idge in English, so we say cottage, cottage, not cottage, cottage, cottage. Okay, good. So I just got to the end of the line with the word swimming, so then I go to the next line for pool. Okay, number 4. Anyone can read number 4, speech bubble? No. Mina? Sorry, Mina.
I love all the farm animals.
Yeah, sorry to use you all the time, Mina, but you're the only one that's, well, Gil a little bit, but it's mostly Mina that's speaking. I'm trying to get Santa into my picture a bit more. There he is! Ha ha ha! Now you can see.
Santa.
Now you can see Santa. There he is. Right. He's not a picture. Look, I can move him. Right. So we have. I loved all the farm animals. Oh, that was it. Just with one sentence. I loved all the farm animals. Loved, past tense of love, isn't it? Right, it's all in past tense, isn't it? Was hot, had ice cream, were fantastic, loved all the farm animals. Right. For the next exercise, can you take your color pencil again? And speech bubbles, speech marks. Draw the speech marks with your color pencil. Okay, and you can do numbers 2, 3, and 4. You can also draw in 2, 3, and 4.
Teacher, may I go to toilet, please?
Mina? Oh, if Mina goes to the toilet,
Hey.
nobody's speaking. Yes, go, Mina. Sure. That's okay. Good. Okay. Right, what we have here now is a picture. Speech in the speech bubbles. Okay. And with your color pencil, you put in the speech marks. All right. Right. Oh, Mina's back. Right. So Bill says, we stayed in a tent. Bob says, it rained every day. Brian says, next year I want to stay in a hotel. Over here, number 1, we stayed in a tent, said Bill. It rained every day, said Bob. Brian said, next year I want to stay in a hotel. Right, who can speak in the microphone? Anyone? I know Mina can. Can anyone speak in the microphone? No. All right, so we can't really do this because what I do with the other classes, we do like a role play. Somebody's Bill, somebody's Brian, somebody's Bob. So Bill says this, then Bob says this, then Brian says this. But we can't really do that because poor old Mina is the only one speaking. Anyway, your page should now look like this when you're finished. It's difficult to do anything else if nobody's speaking, isn't it? It's difficult because teaching a language is speaking. And only Mina's speaking on the microphone. It's a bit difficult. Right, so let's open chat. Open chat. Maybe you can write in chat. Who can spell? In chat, in the chat box, who can spell? First student to write correctly. The first one, so it's no good waiting and then copying. The first one, who can spell Christmas? In chat. First student to spell Christmas. In the chat box. Christmas, oh Christmas. Gail, correct. 1 point for the girls. Gail was first. Right, Gail was first. Right, next. How many reindeer does Santa have? How many reindeer does Santa have? In chat. What's that? 4? 6? Nope. 4? Nope. How many reindeer does Santa have? 2, 5, 5? Nope. Nope. How many reindeer? 10? Nope. Ah, there it was. Gil got it. 9. 9 reindeer. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, and then one at the front is 9. What's the name of some of the reindeer? What are the names of the reindeer? Any names? Any reindeer names? Do you know any? The one with the red nose? Ah! Tull! Come to. I see Tull's got a Santa there. Come to talk to my Santa. Have a chit chat. Santa. Oh, that's. What is that, Tull? That looks quite good. Come on, a name of a reindeer in chat. What have we got here? Wow! Pitch! Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Vixen, Rudolph. Wow, well done. You got. I think that's all of them, isn't it? Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph. And Rudolph is the one with the red-nosed reindeer. The red-nosed reindeer. Very good. Well done. Right, next question. What goes at the top of a Christmas tree? What can you see at the top of a Christmas tree? Ah, a star, says Petch. If it's not a star or a ball, yeah, it could be a ball, but not usually. It's usually a star or there's something else that sometimes goes at the top of a Christmas tree. A star or something else. It's not a ball, something else. Who knows? Begins with the letter A. Starts with the letter A. Anyone? Angel. Angel. I wrote it in chat. Angel. Angel usually goes at the top of a Christmas tree or a star. Yeah, a star or an angel. Right, students, we'll stop there. And I'll try to think of maybe some kind of a Christmas game for this week. All right? A Christmas worksheet or a Christmas game or something to do this week. Try to get your microphone sorted out. iPhone 2, okay? Try to get someone to help you. Your mum or your dad or somebody to help you to sort out the problem of the microphones, okay? Because I like to hear you trying to speak. And don't forget, anyone send your picnic worksheet, but be very careful with the writing, okay? Be careful with the writing, okay? Because it's difficult for me to mark. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
บ๊ายบายที่เชื่อเคมเมลอน
Santa.
Wow, we can speak now. It's the bird. Bye bye.
Bye,
We can
Santa.
speak. Bye bye.
Santa.
Bye 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 bye.